Hello and thanks for listening. My name is Courtney Long. I'm the Food Systems Program Manager and will be sharing a bit about our work. Our food systems team works across the food systems sectors from production and processing to distribution and consumption to resource management. We also seek to understand how the food system interacts with community asset areas of education, policy, equity, economy, environment, and wellness. Our goals are to elevate equity in the food system through practice and dialogue, support the growth of viable farm and food businesses, increase access to nutritious and culturally relevant foods, and support food systems communities of practice and leadership opportunities. In order to reach these goals, we work with producers, community planners, county extension, government agencies, food and farm businesses, local food coordinators, and in general, people who are curious about our food system. Our team is fortunate to sit within two Iowa State University Extension departments, Community Economic Development and Agriculture and Natural Resources. The Food Systems team is one of three teams within Farm Food and Enterprise Development under A&R, and we also support the program areas of local economies and civic engagement and equity within CED. My goal is to share about two programs that we offer, Community Food Systems and Farm to School. First, the Community Food Systems Program, or CFS, is a multi-phase, multi-year program that strategically partners with communities to help design and develop local and regional food systems. The program is devoted to long-term community empowerment and lasting impacts. The program requires deep community engagement over 2 phases. We also conduct research through community food systems assessments and studies relating to specific projects. In addition, there are 3 different certifications we offer: Local Food Leader, Community Food Systems, and Mapping 101. The CFS process includes working with community partners and local leaders through 2 different phases. The first phase includes coalition development and understanding place-based goals and values around food systems. This involves visioning and building trust between partners, researching and assessing existing conditions, seeking input from the public to inform our work, and prioritizing projects based on the feasibility, impact, in relation to our community goals. The second phase moves into project development and setting specific goals for each project determined by the community. Typically, we identify quick wins, intermediate, and long-term implementation projects involving design, project management, business plan creation, and additional technical assistance. We have found over the last 6 years that many communities go through this process over a 3-year period. However, some communities have been working on food systems for a long time and may have more capacity and readiness to jump in. Therefore, we have created a menu of services and different funding options based on place-based needs. But more on those aspects in a minute. The second program I want to share about is Farm to School. While Farm to School is wrapped into our work with community food systems, we are also fortunate to have a dedicated staff member, Chelsea Christ, who works strategically with partners across the state on Farm to School and early care. If you are looking for partners to connect statewide to resources from schools, government agencies, farmers, and others related to Farm to School and early care work, consider jumping into the conversation through the statewide existing coalition. There are also several efforts to support Pick a Better snack lessons, Farm to Summer campaigns, yes, that cute cucumber in the bottom right. We also host regular trainings and conferences, as well as support the Iowa Local Food Day in October. COVID has changed many aspects of our work and has also highlighted the current need and demand for growing and purchasing local products. There are numerous efforts occurring to continue to develop creative strategies around local food systems. These range from community and school gardens for food access, developing new business plans for delivery of food products directly to homes, rethinking farmers market strategies, and generally assessing what is going on in our communities. Related to county efforts for COVID recovery, we believe that the food systems team can support you in the areas of reviving the Iowa economy, engaging Iowans in improving food supply, safety and access, and expanding educational opportunities for youth. We also have a COVID-19 technical assistance form that you can fill out online if you're looking for specific project help. Our most recent community to complete the community food systems process was Pleasant Hill. Grow Pleasant Hill sought to develop a unique, interconnected regional community that cultivates health through innovation and a thriving economy. Projects included occupation and workforce development, which led to the creation of 3 apprenticeship programs hosted by veterans in agriculture. We also worked with promotion and education, led by the City of Pleasant Hill, to identify food-related resources and hosting of an annual event. Agrihood development was a partnership with a landowner looking to leave her legacy through a neighborhood development centered on agriculture, which is shown in the bottom right. Just recently, they collaborated with Global Greens to start renting property for food production within their incubator program. Farmers market expansion and a food center assessment for a shared use kitchen were also completed. You can also learn more about the impacts of the CFS program and Farm to School at the 2 links on the screen. An average of $24,000 is the cost for the full community food systems process. This was assessed based on participation from 7 different communities through our pilot process. For communities who are looking for specific support in coalition development and research, the fee is typically around $8,000 for approximately 200 hours of work. However, if communities have more readiness capacity to start or already have coalitions in place, these fees may be able to shift. Similarly, for projects relating to technical assistance regarding specific food systems projects or farm to school, we suggest creating scopes of work or fee-for-service programming. This allows us to work specifically with communities and organizations to confirm their needs and determine appropriate timelines and process for successful completion. We have also found that grants and several other community development organizations may have ability to support in these costs. If you are looking for additional ways to connect to food systems work, there are numerous opportunities. This may include learning more about local food coordination or joining discussions through the Regional Food Systems Working Group. If you are interested in building local capacity on your own and would like to get trained in the community food systems process, we also offer certifications and train-the-trainer options. And always, sharing about our program and promoting these resources is always helpful. If you'd like more information about any of the aspects mentioned today, please reach out. We look forward to working with you.